If you're a man over 60 and you've started to feel like a stranger in your own skin, if your mornings feel dull, your body slow, and your desire like a distant memory, you're not alone. Maybe you still love your partner, but the spark? It's dimmed. Not because you don't care, but because your body just doesn't respond the way it used to. And that silence, inside your chest, in your bedroom, in your mirror, it begins to hurt more than you'd ever admit. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might change everything. I'm Dr. Mary Blake. I'm a board-certified urologist, and for over 30 years, I've helped thousands of men over 60 rebuild their strength, recover their confidence, and reclaim something most of them thought was gone for good. No shame. No gimmicks. Just real solutions that work with your body, not against it. The truth is, what's holding you back isn't just age. It's a silent combination of three forces that no one's ever explained to you: poor blood flow, weakened hormone signaling, and a tired nervous system. And here's what most doctors won't say: your body still wants to function. It just needs the right support, in the right order. That's what this video gives you. A simple, natural routine, using just 3 ordinary foods in a very specific way, that's already helped dozens of my patients feel more alive, more focused, and yes, more intimate again, in just 7 to 14 days. No pills. No pressure. Just a shift in how you nourish your system. But if you ignore this, if you keep telling yourself it's just age, you may lose more than your energy. You might lose the chance to reconnect, to rebuild, to feel like yourself again. And you don't deserve that. So stay with me. Watch until the end. Because this isn't just about erections or hormones, it's about your identity. Your strength. Your spark. Don't miss this, it could be the most important thing you hear this year. They told you it was just aging. That slowing down was natural. That losing your energy, your edge, your desire, was something every man over 60 had to accept. But the truth is, that's not entirely honest. What's happening to you isn't just about time. It's about neglect. Not your fault, but still neglect. Of circulation that's quietly fading. Of hormones that no longer fire the way they used to. Of nerves dulled by years of stress, poor sleep, and silence. You're not weak. You're not broken. But your body has been asking for help, and no one's taught you how to listen. And the worst part? Most men don't even realize it's happening. You wake up tired. You push through the day. You blame stress, or sleep, or bad knees. But deep down, you know something's missing. That fire you used to feel, in your chest, in your gut, in your bedroom, it's dimmed. You reach for your partner, and your body doesn't respond. Or maybe you don't reach at all, because the fear of disappointment is heavier than the desire itself. But stay with me, because it gets worse. When blood flow weakens, your heart has to work harder. Your muscles get less oxygen. Your brain fogs. Your erections falter. Testosterone starts slipping, not in a dramatic crash, but a slow quiet fade, until one day, you hardly recognize the man in the mirror. And it's not just about sex. It's about motivation. Confidence. Connection. Men tell me they feel like ghosts in their own homes, present, but not fully alive. And if you think that's bad, listen to this. It's not just the body. It's the silence. The taboo. No one ever told you how to talk about this. They said it was private, or dirty, or just something you had to endure. They said men don't complain. They said real men push through. So you kept it inside. But the longer you carry that silence, the heavier it gets. And it starts showing up in your marriage, your moods, your health. No one wants to say this, but you need to hear it. Ignoring these changes isn't harmless. It chips away at the parts of you that matter most, the parts that still crave life, intimacy, vitality. You weren't meant to fade quietly. You were meant to adapt, to evolve, to fight back. I think about Frank, 67 years old, widowed 3 years ago. Retired engineer. Quiet man. sharp mind. When he came into my office, he said, "Doc, I'm not sick, but I'm not here either. I eat, I sleep, but I feel like a machine that just runs on autopilot." He wasn't talking about sex. He was talking about disconnection. His spark was gone, and he didn't know how to get it back. We ran labs, nothing alarming. Just signs of what I've seen in hundreds of men: poor circulation, low-grade hormone decline, and chronic fatigue from a life lived for everyone but himself. And sadly, he's not the only one. But you don't have to stay stuck in that story. Stay with me, we're not done yet. Because what comes next is the part most doctors skip. And it's the part that could bring you back to life. I know what we just talked about is heavy, because for men at your age, losing that spark isn't just frustrating, it can feel like losing a part of yourself. But here's the truth: you're not powerless, and this doesn't have to be your new normal. I'm going to walk you through a simple, proven approach, step by step, that's helped countless men in their 60s and 70s feel strong, clear, and connected again. Stay with me, because this next part might be exactly what you've been waiting for. Now let's talk about exactly what you can do. You've heard the warnings. You've felt the loss. But today, I want to show you something different, real steps that can help you feel like yourself again. You'll learn practical changes you can make today, not a year from now. And every step is built for men at your stage of life, simple, natural, and proven. So take a breath. You're not broken. You just haven't been shown what your body actually needs. Don't miss what's next. This first step is where everything begins. Secret number 1: restore blood flow, the foundation of strength and performance. You were taught that losing erections and energy was normal after 60. That it was just age. But the truth is, it's not always hormones, it's often circulation. Without strong blood flow, nothing works, not your muscles, not your brain, and certainly not your performance. Many men don't realize this, but your erection is a vascular event. No blood flow, no firmness. Period. And when your vessels are stiff, narrowed, or sluggish, everything suffers. Here's where most men go wrong. They wait for a pill to fix it. But pills only mask the symptom. What your body truly needs is better nitric oxide production, the natural gas your blood vessels use to open up. And the best way to boost that isn't a drug, it's a vegetable you've probably ignored your whole life: beets. That's right. Just half a cup of cooked beets or 4 to 6 ounces of beet juice in the morning can change everything. Beets are rich in nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. That means better circulation from head to toe, including where it matters most. I had a patient named Harold, 66, widowed, retired mechanic. He came in red-faced, embarrassed to even talk. "Doc," he whispered, "I can't perform. And I'm scared to even try anymore." I asked about his routine, his diet, sleep, movement. No red flags, just years of ignoring what his body needed. I started him on a simple morning ritual: half a cup of roasted beets with breakfast, plus 10 minutes of sunlight and water. Nothing fancy. Just real circulation support. 2 weeks later, he walked in with a grin. "I don't know what's in those beets," he said, "but I feel switched on again. And I'm not avoiding her anymore." Beets helped Harold get his power back. But they're just the beginning. Stay with me, because the next tip might surprise you. Don't go anywhere, you need to know this. It's not too late to get your edge back. If you start with circulation, everything else gets easier: energy, mood, intimacy. You just need to give your blood vessels what they've been missing. And you can. You can do this. Just like Harold did. And he's just one of many men who turned things around. Don't go anywhere, because what comes next is even more important. Secret number 2: reignite your natural testosterone, without pills or shots. Now that your circulation is working for you, it's time to talk about the second piece of the puzzle: your hormones. Specifically, testosterone. You were taught that once it drops, there's no way back. That after 60, it's just part of getting old. But the truth is, many men still have the ability to produce healthy testosterone, they just don't know how to unlock it. Here's what no one tells you: most of your testosterone isn't gone, it's trapped. Bound to proteins, stuck in your bloodstream, unusable. And that's where food comes in. You don't need injections or pills to support your testosterone. You need the right nutrients to free what's already inside you. And it starts with a vegetable you've probably ignored: spinach. Spinach is loaded with magnesium, a mineral critical for releasing bound testosterone. Without it, your body can't access what it already has. 1 cooked cup a day, that's all it takes. Add it to eggs. Sauté it in garlic and olive oil. Blend it into a smoothie. Do it daily, and you send your body a signal: wake up. But that's not all. Spinach is also rich in folate, which supports red blood cell health and nerve function. It contains natural nitrates to improve circulation, and it quietly supports your prostate, a gland deeply tied to hormonal balance and sexual performance. I had a patient named Jeffrey, 71, divorced, living alone. He told me, "Doc, I'm not depressed. I'm just not here. I go through the motions, but the fire's gone." We didn't start with medication. We started with spinach. Every lunch, 1 cup, cooked. 3 weeks later, he sat taller. I've been walking more. Sleeping better. I even flirted with someone at the grocery store, he said, laughing. It wasn't just about sex. It was about feeling present again. Stay with me, because the next one brings it all together. Don't miss what's next. You see, when testosterone rises naturally, you feel sharper, more focused, more grounded. It's not about chasing youth. It's about reconnecting to the steady, calm fire that made you who you are. And it's still there, you just have to give it the fuel it needs. Just like Jeffrey did. And he's far from alone. Don't go anywhere, the next step is where stamina returns. Secret number 3, rebuild lasting energy, and stop the afternoon crash. So now your blood is flowing. Your hormones are waking up. But what good is all that if you're exhausted by 2 p.m.? If you feel strong in the morning, but by mid-afternoon, you're dragging through fog, frustration, and fatigue? This is where most men give up. But you won't, because now, you'll understand the third secret: fuel. You were taught to cut carbs. To eat less. To fear starch. But the truth is, your body after 60 doesn't need less food, it needs better fuel. Fuel that burns clean, steady, and lasts. One of the best natural energy foods on the planet? Sweet potatoes. Low glycemic. High fiber. Packed with potassium and antioxidants. And they release energy slowly, no spike, no crash, no guilt. I want you to roast half a sweet potato with a drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of sea salt. Eat it with dinner. Not lunch, not breakfast, dinner. Why? Because it fuels your overnight recovery. It prevents blood sugar dips that wake you up at 3 a.m. And it sets your body up to wake rested, not tired. I remember Charles, a 72-year-old retired firefighter. I eat right. I walk. But every afternoon, I crash, he told me. We didn't give him supplements. We gave him sweet potatoes. Within 2 weeks, he said, I don't nap anymore. I fix things around the house. I feel useful again. His wife called me and said, I don't know what changed, but thank you. And here's the part no one talks about: sweet potatoes don't just support muscles. They support your brain, your heart rhythm, your nerves. One small shift in your dinner plate, and your entire evening changes. You stop dragging. You stop snapping. You start enjoying again. Stay with me, because now you've got the full system. Circulation in the morning. Hormones at lunch. Endurance at night. And Charles? He's one of hundreds of men who got their rhythm back. But this only works when you follow all 3, together, as a system. Don't go anywhere. Next, I'll show you exactly how to turn these 3 into a simple daily routine. They told you that the best way to stay healthy after 60 was to eat less, move more, and push through the fatigue. That slowing down was normal. That needing rest in the afternoon, or losing your edge in the bedroom, was just something you had to accept. But the truth is, that advice has left a lot of men like you running on empty. Not just tired, but disconnected. Numb. Not just from your partner, but from yourself. And the biggest mistake? You've been undereating and over-restricting without realizing what your body truly needs. But stay with me, because you really need to hear this. At this stage of life, your body doesn't need fewer calories. It needs the right fuel at the right time. You're not 30 anymore, and that's okay. But your metabolism, your hormones, your nervous system, they've changed. And when you start skipping meals, cutting carbs too far, or eating light to stay lean, your body doesn't respond with energy. It responds with shutdown. Testosterone drops. Blood sugar crashes. Your brain fogs. Your strength fades. And your desire? It disappears quietly, without a sound. And if you think that's bad, there's more you need to know. When your body senses starvation, or even just poor fueling, it slows everything down. It holds onto fat, breaks down muscle, and kills your libido to conserve energy. Your mood tanks. Your sleep gets shallow. Your erections weaken. And you wonder, why do I feel older than I am? Most men don't even realize it's happening, until it's too late. And here's what no one says out loud. You've been taught to be disciplined. To eat less, move more, be tough. But at 60 plus, discipline isn't the issue. Depletion is. You can't fight fatigue with willpower forever. You need food that nourishes, not punishes. You need rhythms that support, not restrict. But no one's ever told you this, have they? Because this is too important to keep silent about. No one wants to admit that even the strongest men feel weak sometimes. That you wake up and wonder where your fire went. That you're afraid to talk about it, even with the person you love most. I've had grown men cry in my office, not because they're ashamed, but because they're tired of pretending. So let me be clear, you're not broken. You're not done. You're not alone. Stay with me, I'm going to help you change this. We're not just going to talk about food. We're going to show you how to use it, morning, noon, and night, to rebuild strength from the inside out. You need to hear what comes next. Because that mistake? It ends today. And your comeback starts with the next step. Knowing what's happening in your body is important, but let's be honest, without a plan, knowledge is useless. You don't need another lecture. You need a rhythm. Something real. Something you can wake up and actually follow, without stress, without confusion. Because at your age, the goal isn't to live by strict rules. It's to live with intention. Fuel your body, protect your hormones, and keep your energy steady, without pills, without gimmicks. But let's make this real. Here's a simple daily routine I call the 3-signal protocol. It's not a diet. It's not a cleanse. It's a pattern, a way of sending your body 3 key messages every day: turn on circulation, support testosterone, and sustain energy. Ready? Morning, right after waking, drink a small glass of beetroot juice or eat half a cup of cooked beets. Do it before breakfast, before coffee, before anything else. You're flipping the power switch for your circulation. It gets blood moving, supports your heart, and preps your body for the day. Then, sit near sunlight for 10 minutes if you can, bonus points if you drink water during that time. That's your first signal, wake up and flow. Midday, at lunch, include 1 cooked cup of spinach. Add it to your eggs. Stir it into soup. Sauté it with garlic. Just make sure it's there. Spinach provides the magnesium and folate your body needs to free up testosterone. You're telling your hormones, we're still in this. It doesn't have to be complicated. Evening, with dinner, add half a roasted sweet potato. That's it. It stabilizes blood sugar, provides potassium, and gives your body the slow-burning fuel it craves overnight. Instead of waking up groggy, you wake up ready. That's the third signal: restore and recover. Why does this work? Because your body responds to rhythm, not restriction. Each step supports the next. Blood flow enhances hormone delivery, which boosts mood, which helps you sleep, which resets everything. That's how men rebuild, one day, one plate, one choice at a time. And it's not magic. It's biology, finally working with you. You can do this. Even if you've struggled. Even if you've tried everything. This plan doesn't ask for perfection, just consistency. Don't wait for the right time. This is the right time. 1 cup of spinach. 1 beet. 1 sweet potato. That's enough to begin. You're not too old to start. You're not too late to change. Stick with me, I want you to try this. Because once you feel the shift, you'll understand why this matters. And there's even more you need to know. Stay with me, we're not done yet. You've just learned what most men your age are never told: how to support blood flow, reignite testosterone, and fuel lasting energy without pills, shame, or guesswork. These aren't gimmicks. They're science-backed, experience-tested truths that have helped real men feel strong, focused, and alive again. This is not just talk, it's real medicine for the stage of life you're in right now. And it works when you actually apply it. But if you walk away from this video and do nothing, the cost is real. The silence stays. The spark fades a little more. That feeling of dragging through your days, disconnected, disappointed, keeps showing up. And I don't want that for you. You deserve better. You've earned better. But no one can do it for you. It starts with a decision to change how you care for yourself, one small, intentional step at a time. I know this isn't easy to talk about. I know it's uncomfortable to even admit these things out loud. But you're not broken. You're not weak. And you're certainly not alone. You're a man who's lived, fought, provided, endured. And now, it's time to reclaim something for yourself. You can change. You really can. Even now. Especially now. If this video spoke to you, don't stay silent, join the conversation. Type 1 in the comments if you felt seen, or 0 if you didn't, so I can keep improving and helping better. And if you want more real, honest guidance like this, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you never miss what comes next. I make these videos for men like you, men who still believe they're worth showing up for. And if you've stayed with me until now, I want to thank you. That means something. It means you still care. It means you're still in the fight. Stay with me, more truths are coming your way. And I promise, I'm going to keep showing up for you, as long as you keep showing up for yourself.